Pete over at AK2M4 had these really awesome piston heads made up. Made of POM. It's CNC'd plastic. And they're proper good. Then they went out of stock. After chats with him, I said, I reckon I could make a revision to this. And he went, yep, cool. So I made a couple of tiny changes to his already fantastic design. As you can see, these are actually fatter than a regular piston head. This is for AoE correction. As much as I don't hark on about AoE correction, because in the majority of cases in standard guns it's just not required. If you're doing a very particular build, you may need to correct your angle of engagement. Take a look at a standard G&G gearbox casing with a standard cylinder head, a standard style cylinder, and any old sector gear. Although that is absolutely fine, it's not perfect, and the ideal place to pick it up would probably be around there. Other pistons will sit very slightly differently. You can see that is going to pick it up right on the corner, when realistically it wants to pick it up about there. So with these piston heads, there is no need for any alternate correction, because in most cases it's going to pick it up, as you can see, absolutely perfectly. I'll give you a good look at that pickup point. It is absolutely perfect. Many people have said to pick it up from the 12 o'clock position, which is there. That's incorrect. You don't want to do that because you have to remove teeth from the next tooth along. It's not efficient. You lose a lot of cylinder volume. We're not about that. Now bear in mind, every gearbox casing is different. Every cylinder head is different. Every piston is different. You may find it corrects it a little bit closer to the 12 o'clock position. You may find it corrects it a little bit further, dependent on your gun. By my calculations, with this amount of correction, for the vast majority of gearboxes, it should be absolutely spot on. Be aware, you will need a piston that only has 14 teeth. By 14 teeth, we are counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These units will come in disassembled. You will have to assemble them yourself. It's very simple. That unit grips the plastic because it's knurled with a hammer. Tap that piece into place. Add grease under and over your O-ring. I suggest silicone grease. Add the 2 washers to the outside, making sure the groove or the trench in the washer is what is interfacing with the bearings. Place on here. Add the screw. Balance. Add to piston. Add a small amount of thread lock. Inside here, I use Loctite 638 green. Apply. Technically, you don't need to wait for it to go off. Make it as tight as you dare. Be aware, to get this off again, you will have to use a soldering iron or something to get inside to the screw to heat it up. You do not need to use thread lock. You can use a tiny amount of PTFE tape around the screw. I use thread lock because I'm not a massive believer in PTFE tape, as you fucking know. There's your small amount of grease. Assemble. You'll see that is a very good air seal. If you combine that with one of my nozzles, you will see that that will give a fantastic air seal. No pressure, with pressure. No pressure, with pressure. And then tappet plate back, with pressure, no pressure. Tappet plate forward, with pressure, no pressure. They're on the website now. Fuck off and buy my shit.